Alright, back with part 4 of the Power Pack project. And since we last updated, I've made a little bit of progress here on the mounting. I do believe when we last ended here, I was discovering there was some pretty bad run out. The whole module was kind of doing one of these things as the power takeoff shaft turned. I'm still not sure where that's coming from. I took digital calipers to the coupler that I welded, and it's only a couple thousandths off from one side to the other all the way around. I mean, it's maybe 2-3 thousandths, it should be perfectly straight. I can see a little bit of run out with a coupler on the PTO shaft. I can't see any run out on the PTO shaft, but I can't see any run out on the coupler when it's attached to the hydraulic pump. So I don't know what the heck's going on there, but I'm thinking it's close enough for government work. What I did is used kind of a makeshift spacer there, just made a stack of 3/8 washers, and that's probably flooding the camera out so you can't see anything at all. But yeah, there's a dozen 3/8 washers on each one of those there, so that spaces it back, so there's a little bit of a gap there. As you can tell, there was no way, if that was right up against it, this thing would clear the fender. This is the single acting outlet right here, and it's kind of tight to the wheel, but I think it's okay. This thing was meant to go on this tractor, or a tractor similar to it, a Farmall A, which didn't have hydraulics at all. So I don't know, it seems to be alright. And over here we have our double acting outlets, and these are probably the ones that I'm going to use the most. And they're going to interfere with the belt pulley. Yeah, there's the belt pulley. But I really don't think that's going to be an issue either, because I don't think I've used the belt pulley. As far as run out, now, because it's mounted solid, I'll spin the belt pulley here. A little bit of binding right there, but binds about once every rotation. Not bad. It's about normal, about the same. Kind of stops in the same spot every. Kind of stops in the same spot every time around, but I think you might be able to see a little bit of run out there. It's flexing just a hair. Ooh, there we go. You can see the flashlight's wiggling just a hair. I don't know, I don't think it's a problem. I'm going to run it as is, but I'm in an impasse now. I don't know if first problem I got is I don't have my hoard of hydraulic fittings and hoses. That's out at the farm. I took that out there so my dad could do some plumbing on the Super C. I've got a bunch of hydraulic fittings I've managed to accumulate over the years, mostly buying the stock at Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight for a while had hydraulic parts, and I just waited until they didn't sell and they put them on clearance, and I bought every last one both stores in the area had. So I ended up with a bunch of hydraulic fittings and some other stuff I picked up online and off of various pieces of equipment I've dealt with. But at this stage of the game, it's probably not going to be able to do much without that. What I need is a couple short hoses, some 3/8 elbows, And more importantly, I need a set of standard ISO couplers to connect an implement or a hydraulic cylinder. I got some 3/8 ones in the house, but that doesn't do me any good because the implements have the 1/2-inch ones on them. And then the 3/8 I'm going to save for the cub, this guy back here. Some point I'm going to put bypass block and a 2-spool hydraulic valve on that. I don't know why. I don't have anything to use it. I don't have anything to do with it, but I just figured it'd be something cool. Have some hydraulic remotes on it and 2 sets of outlets. So you could do stuff if you wanted. But I guess the next thing I need to do here is get this handle off and figure out what I'm going to do as far as a control lever, because I need something that comes up here so I can reach back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, there we go. Back and forth to control the hydraulics on this thing. I've already got a lever for over here, which is over in the house. I guess I'm just going to work with it as is. But I'm not sure if I'm even going to use the single acting port. I might just to test it, I'll just run a hose in from here and just dump it right straight into the top.